So, welcome back to our playthrough of Merchants and Marauders. I think we just have resolved the last turn, so I think we are starting a new one here. So first of all, let's draw an event card. Let's see what that is. So, yeah, that's cool. So this is a marine ship, Admiral Peter Gill Shea. Not so sure if I pronounced it right. So at the end of the turn, this guy comes into play. For the Dutch, so let's place that here. It's important that they come and play at the end of the turn. So let me just refocus. And this will the pirate. And this will come at the Curacao region. Curacao is right below. Top of that, I will put him here right now. Normally he would be allowed only to go there by the end of the turn, but as we are right now not planning to go there, I think we can already keep him there. So, and now the special rules from Shaki22 already apply. So normally these non-player characters are being moved by event or through event cards. But they also have some kind of a hunting value. So normally these marine ships go after pirates, whereas the pirates here go after non-pirates. But they're only normally in the normal game they only ignore the movement when let's say a hunted ship is adjacent to their current space. But the new rules by Shaki22, to keep it interesting, this would also apply for ships in 2 range width. So this is 1, 2. So basically, this ship would definitely move if it would be moved. So still, we need to draw an event card that shows, that shows the movement for this marine ship. I think there will be one sooner or later. But really, I think as I want to show you really most of the game, maybe we really want to go there directly, especially when we got this reinforced hull here. This might be definitely worth a try. So, but this was the event card for this game, so we placed this marine ship here. Maybe one addition to that, so when we have a look at that card here, most important stuff is really here down below. So we have a seamanship here, so this is necessary later on when doing the actual combat, the battle. This shows the scouting, so when this marine ship comes into our space, it will search for us. And then it either has a value of 2 or the amount of bounties that is on our head. What is higher, this amount of dice he would be allowed to roll, and this is the normal leadership value when it comes to crew combat. And this is one thing I think I did wrong the last time. It's not really that bad, but might be important for the scouting value. Let me just show that to you. So when I received that Dutch bounty, I placed it here. This is wrong. Of course, every new bounty for a nation has to go there. Only if we would, let's say, go for another Dutch merchant later on, then we would advance that to the level 2 here. So this is still at 1, like the Spanish bounty as well. So, but now let's go for our turn, and yeah, let's see what we can do in San Juan. So first of all, let's place our die here, which shows our amount of action. First thing we are going to do is to do a harbor action in San Juan. So let's put that down to 2 and see what we can do here. First thing we have to do is we are going to sell our cargo. Right now we do have, let me switch that over. So right now we have 1 banana in our stock here. We are going to sell that to San Juan, so we gain 3. There is no demand for banana, but it's not that bad. We still need some money because we are going to do some repairs, and this is I think more important now is a marine ship in play that is going to hunt us. So as the next thing we will go for the ship modification that's been sold here, which would be the reinforced hull. Let's place that here, and this is really nice. And because we are Huquan, who has this special ability, we can purchase this for only 1 gold, which is very nice. And then I think we have to restock our crew first, so we have to visit maybe the tavern here or so. So let's roll for our leadership value, so that's 3 dice. If it shows a success, we can do that for free. There's 2 successes, which is good. So the crew will be back at 2. And let me think what we still need to do. Of course, we have to repair our cargo hold, so this costs us 2, so that is 2 per point, and our maximum is 2. Not very big ship, so that is this. And additionally, I might think of getting another grappling hook, because I really, if we are going to combat or battle this marine ship, this frigate, then I really want to have that. So I need to pay additional 3 to get the grappling hook back. And maybe I think I will also go for the grape shot. This one here, because this is something that where we can redirect our hits to the crew directly, and as I really want to have that ship, I really have to reduce the crew, so I will also go for this one. So we are relatively good equipped now. We still have our rumor. There is no let me switch back to the board. There is no mission in San Juan, so this is also nothing we can do at this point in time. So let's then go for our second action. So we will go to the sea region of San Juan, and not so sure. Shall I really direct go for this marine ship just to show you, or I think no, I think we would rather go for this merchant here. So we have to roll our scouting value again, so this would be a 4. So let's do that quickly. This is not true, huh? Okay, so this was our last action here. Scouting, we are really not a good scouter, and don't know how many dice we have to roll to do some successes here. But this was our last action, and yeah, I think now it's the turn of the game again, and hopefully we roll something below the 8. Oops. No. Oops. I cheated here. Oh, come. Oh, that's a 19. That's really not good, because the 19 says we have to advance this by 2. 1, 2. So we are already past the halftime basically. That's really not a good thing to do. Yeah. Not so sure what to make out of that. Really, I only can hope that I will roll a little bit better in the future. That the game does not progress too fast here. But okay, this was our turn, and yeah, let's start a new round. Okay, let's start a new round and draw an event card. Okay, so that's actually a French marine ship. This is Admiral Abraham Guiton. Placed this frigate, a French frigate, in the sea region of Petit Goave. Let's do that. Of course, again, we should do that by the end of the turn, but yeah, I think I'm not going directly there, so I stay there. Yeah, we place that on top of that, so we know what the French stats are. He's quite similar to this Dutch guy. And now we have again our 3 actions. And yeah, I think we really will go again for this merchant. So again, let's roll some dice here. Okay, finally. So that's 2 successes. So let's head over to this ship raid for this merchant. Oh, let's maybe check again. Oh, no. Okay. Um, hmm. No, I'm not going to do that. That's a British merchant. It would be okay if the San Juan would still be Spanish, because then we could decide, hey, this is a Spanish ship instead. But as we are in a sea region, a British sea region, and this flag shows the British or the English flag, this merchant is definitely English. But as we want to go for this mission here, which says you're only allowed to take or to claim this mission when you don't have a bounty, English bounty on your head. No, I think we don't do that. So we put that away. So just put that on top of this board, and we are not engaging him, and would rather go. So this was the first action, and then I think we will really go in the sea region here of Santo Domingo. And then we will do a search action again. So this is one. And now for the final action, we will roll again. Oh gosh, this is really ridiculous. So as you see, we didn't make it. Yeah, again, this concludes our turn, so we don't have any more actions left. And then let's see what we are going to roll for the game. That's one, that's good. So the glory track does not advance here. Really needed that. And yeah, this was this round, and let's head over to the new round by drawing a new event card. Then let's draw our event card for this turn, and this says Mercy. The player characters can pay 5 gold to lose their bounty, basically. For one nation. This only counts for nations where you only have one bounty. For us, this would be okay. We only have one bounty each, so one for Spain and one for the Netherlands. And I really think we should go for getting rid of that bounty from Netherlands, or the Dutch bounty, because then really we could go here to St. Martin, for example. This might be really important. So let's put that here away. But no, of course, we must not forget. So for once, the pirate sloop will move in that direction. So go to west. So, and you see this little. Don't know if you really see that. Let me just go there. There's these little letters. Hope you can see that. Though there's a west, and it says okay. When west is shown, move it here. And what's more important is that the French marine ship would move. It says here south, but as we are adjacent to the French ship here, this will move then into our direction. So this will go to Santo Domingo, so it will ignore what's saying here, because there is this hunting priority, or chasing priority. Not so sure what the original term here is from the rules, but definitely this will come to the to our sea region here. So this was the event card. We must not forget about the possibility to lose this bounty or the Dutch bounty. And now we would be allowed to normally start our turn. But it said every time when a player starts the move in a sea region where there is also a marine ship, this marine ship will first of all search for us. And this is what we are going to do for him. So let's have a look at the French marine ships. So the scouting value, as you can see, is 2. At this point in time, there is no French bounty on our head, but this doesn't matter. This priority only says this French marine ship would normally search first for pirates with French bounty, but if it cannot find pirates with French bounty but other bounties, then it will go in that direction. And yeah, this is where we are. And that's why he's definitely going to search for us. And let's roll 2 dice for the French captain, for Mr. Guiton. So, okay, he was not successful. This is. Not so sure if this is really good. Because I really wanted to show you the combat, and we are really not that bad, to be honest. So we do have 2 good modifications. So really, maybe I'm really considering to search for this vessel here. Yeah, let's do that. So we have now again our 3 actions, and first of all we will search for first action. We will definitely go for this marine ship. Okay, there are 2 successes, so we were successful in scouting for the marine ship. So we can now engage it, and I think this is really what we're going to do, because I tried to show you most aspects of this game, even if that's not really a very good idea. But I'm confident, so we might be really able to make that here and get us a better ship. Okay, let's head over to the more sophisticated fight and see if we can defeat this French marine ship. So let's do some fighting here. As we are equipped with this long-range cannon here, we would be allowed to roll 1 die per cannon on our ship. The problem is we have a sloop and only have 1 cannon. So we are only allowed to roll 1 die, which could be okay. And this die then, if we then roll a success, this would be then a hit, and we will roll which location we are going to attack. Maybe first of all we should go over here and equip that ship appropriately. So after all, it's still a frigate, and we do have to do that correct. So we have the hull, this is 3, as you might be able to see. The cargo hold is 3, the masts are 3, the crew is 3, and basically everything is 3. That's a very balanced ship, I would call that. So we put that frigate over here, and there's also the dice regions here, so I think we maybe do the fight then directly here. Let's roll for our special attack for the long-range cannon, and gosh, what, this is a hit. Wow, that's cool. And I think let's roll for the hit location where we are going to hit that. So whatever. So this is now a skull, which is good. So we would be able now to use our grappling shots, and I think this is really what we are going to do. So I will spend this one, and normally with this skull the opponent would be selecting a location here where it would be hit. But I spent these scrape shots here, and then I can choose to say no, this is a crew shot. So the crew is already down at 2, coming closer to us, because this is really my goal to board the ship as soon as possible. That's why I want definitely to decrease decrease the crew here. So now officially the first round would start, and the first round is always basically cannon fire. So there is no choice in whatever going for fleeing or trying to board. The very first round is always a shot round, and is also to be considered simultaneously. So of course we will roll the dice after each other, but still the result would be taken simultaneously. So let's roll some dice here. Okay, I put in both character cards so that we can easily compare that. So for the cannon fire, or for the firing action within the fight, the seamanship value is important, and this then says whoever is going to hit. So we have a 2 here, and he has a 3, so he's in that respect way better than we are. But still, I think we can do that, and we still have this possibility here to go for the leadership, and this is what our aim is. So in our crew combat we might have really a good chance to board this guy. Okay, so as I said, the first round is always shooting, so let's roll the die for our character, because we are the attacking player. Okay, that's no hit, that's really not a good start, and this might really be already a problem. So let's roll the 3 dice for Monsieur Guiton here. Oh, that's also not a hit. Wow, this is good. This is actually very good. Okay, so this was the first round, so there were no hits. whatsoever. This is pretty good. And now the second fighting round would start, and each player would go then for declaring what they will do in this round. And I would definitely go for boarding the ship. This is basically my only real chance to get this guy. But I have to check what the non-player character will do, because there is this rule by Shaggy who set up a pretty good matrix to what they're going to go. So if the player, the NPC seamanship is higher than our seamanship, then it will try, and the leadership is at least one lower than the player, then we're going to board. So he was also going to board us. So we are going to board now. But I really don't see that it's really good decision for him. No, I think I will play fair. So I think because he sees directly that this is my only chance. I have a higher value. I already decreased his crew here, so I think he will fire at us. I think that's more important for him, because either way we are going for a crew fight here, and that's why we ignore that here, and it's way better for this French guy to attack us here. So I will play fair. So let's roll our first of all, of course, we need to roll our seamanship value again, so to check if we are able to board this guy. Ah, damn, okay, that's no success, so that's definitely not going to happen. Let's roll, and he was going to shoot at us, and this might really be now kill us. Oh no, that's also no success here. So this round also went over without any damage to our ship, which would be good. But keep in mind, we could ignore one damage because of our reinforced hull, which is pretty good. Yeah, I think we will go for the same. So we will board him, or we'll try to board him, and he will again shoot at us, because this is his better chance, that's for sure. So that's one success, but only a one. So I keep that somewhere close that we can remember. At least we have one success, which is good. And let's roll for him. Okay, that's two successes, so he definitely won. So we were not able to board this guy. Instead, he won that, and when he win this fight, then he will not only shoot these two successes here, he will shoot all his cannons, and this would be 3 shots he will take at us. I just saw that I forgot to use our grappling hook, and I really should have done that the round before that. Okay, I'm now really too far away to do that, and it does not really make sense in this round, because he already has 2 successes and this 4, so he's definitely better than we are. To be honest, the rules are not that distinct, because even if I would reroll that to a hit, for example, my second die, would I still be? I think he's still doing better, because his seamanship is better, because he has this 4. And the rules say on a tie of the successes, just count the numbers of the die that showed no successes, and the higher number wins. As we don't have a third die, I think we cannot win this here. I think we play it that way, yeah, and let's just take our hits like a man. So let's see. So first of all, these are now show the hit locations. First of all, we have to resolve the hit for that is being shown, and this is the cannon. So right, and I will show you that. So I think as I'm not going to shoot at this guy, I will accept the shot on the cannon. So we have 1 hit already. Then there are, let me show you, still 2 skulls, and skulls normally mean we would be able to select the hit location. So I think we will then go for the cargo hold for 1 die, here this one, and I think we are still doing not too bad. I think the second hit will go to our masts here. So this is now 3 hits we have taken. So right now we don't have any cannons left, but this was not our plan. And we chose these two hits here. And I think we're still doing not too bad, because we could still go for our reinforced hull here. And only thing that's really important at this point in time is we have to keep this crew high, so that we will still be able to board this ship. Okay, let's get back to the actual dice and start a new round here. Again, I will try to board, so let's roll our boarding dice. So that's cool, that's 2 successes. And now he will still go for shooting at us. Ah, come on, this is not fair. This is really not fair. Okay, so again, his seamanship is, I think it's higher. Yeah? I think we have to deal with that. So he has additional die, so that means his seamanship is always higher if he rolls 2 successes here. And yeah, I think he won that, so we again take a hit. And I think the next time, we might not survive this. I have the feeling it was a good start, and maybe really I should not have forgotten to use the grappling hooks. But yeah, let's take the hits here. Let's roll for the hits. So that's still 3 cannon. Okay, so these are 3 wild cards for us. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, let's put those here. Okay, we have to take 3 hits. So I think one will be, one will be again the masts. So 1 die is gone. The next one will be the cargo hold. And I think the last one, it really doesn't matter. Because whatever we do, I think... No, I think we leave it anyway. That's tough, because the next time we will take 3 hits, so this will be 1, 2. I'm still thinking if we should give away this reinforced hull now or not. 1, 2, because when the hull goes down here, then we are more or less screwed. No, I think I will take the hit, because it really doesn't matter. No, let's do it correct. So we flip this over, so we can repair that anytime at a harbor for 3 additional gold. And yeah, I think I will go for another fighting round, so I'm not trying to flee. And again, I will do some boarding. So let's roll our 2 seamanship dice here. Okay, that's 1 success, so I pay 1 grappling hook to re-roll this die. Yes, and again 2 hits or 2 successes. So let's roll for the French player. The 3 seamanship. No success. Wow, that's great. So we don't take any hit. And cool. So we actually boarded this guy. We really took a lot of damage to our ship, but now the crew combat starts, and this is pretty good because our value here is higher than his. So we have a 3, he has a 2. Our crew value is both at 2. So this might really be a good chance that we are going to make that. So let's go for the crew combat. So let's roll, that's basically the same. So we roll dice. Every hit is a hit to the crew, but also simultaneously. So we roll our 3 dice this time. Okay, that's 1 hit to them. So let's reflect that here. And now he will roll his 2 dice because he's only down at 1. But we are rolling simultaneously, so normally you're only allowed to make that amount of wounds you have here. Like Drew, you have maximum, so even if they would, but this is a simultaneous fight, at least I would consider that. So no hit for him, this is good. And let's go to the next crew combat round. So we are still allowed to roll our 3 dice. So that's a hit, so I think he's down at 0. So I think I will put that here. He's still allowed to roll his dice, but he could at the maximum do 1 damage because he's down to 1 glue. Okay, bad luck for him. So he rolled 2 dice, but still he's only down at 1, so he's taking a hit. So we won this crew fight here. And we are also not going to cheat here, reduce our crew as well. But we were able to gain our first frigate. So because we won the crew fight here, we can take over this frigate now, and this is definitely what we are going to do. Of course, we are not going for a brown ship, we are going for this red ship here. Take this over, and let's see, we put that frigate on top of our sloop here, just to make that clear. So this is first, so now we are going to draw for the fright cards. This will be 3. And this would be the amount of gold we would be allowed. Oops, cannot see that. Let me scroll down a little bit. So we gain 5 gold. So just the number of what's shown on the cargo cards here. And let me just check one thing. I think we're still getting the and then we can still go for the fright here. So we gain this 3 tobacco and the spices. Tobacco, tobacco, German word. And this is, we can keep that now because our fright is at 3 now for our frigate, which is pretty good. And yeah, I think then we more or less keep our ship there where it is. Only one thing what we are not allowed to do is we cannot take our ship modifications with us. So these get back to the game now, which is pretty good. And yeah, I take everything like that. I think we should still go for our crew. The good thing is the only damage it took was on the crew, so we didn't hit him once with our cannons, at least not in the fight. So we are up at 3 cannons now, but we only have 1 crew, of course. And yeah, I think this was pretty good move, to be honest. One additional thing we must not forget, because we engaged this French marine ship, we gain a French bounty, and for and defeating it, we get an additional bounty. So we have 2 French bounties on our head. To be honest, I think I can live with that for the time being. This was a very inspiring move. So let's exchange this sloop with our new frigate here. So the marine ship is defeated, so this will go back to the discard pile. We take Yuquan back to our player board, and I think this was still our first action, to be honest. So our very first action, we were searching for this guy, so we really could go ahead and search for this guy. So let's do that. So I think with our second action we will go for not so sure if I want to really raid that ship because we are already full. We cannot enter Santo Domingo here, of course, because of our bounty, but what we can do because of this event card here, where it says we can get loose of a I think we would do that. So we pay 5, so we get rid of the bounty for the Spanish bounty. So let me show that to you. I think originally I planned to go for the Dutch bounty, but it really doesn't matter. So let's get rid of that Spanish bounty. And then we are allowed to enter the harbor of Santo Domingo with our second action, and with our third action we can fully go through a our harbor action. So let's see. For once, I think you see we have here two demands, and these two demands show us we are allowed to go for sell tobacco. Good thing is we do have tobacco in our cargo hold here, but not enough. If we would be able to buy 3 tobacco to a city where tobacco is demanded, we would gain a glory point. That's why we're only going to sell these spices here for 3. Also not too bad. Remember, selling must always be your first action in a harbor. Let me check for once. So we entered, I've forgotten that. So we can switch that over. Oh, this is great. This is great. So this is a ship modification, an extra storage hold. This is perfect. So this is definitely worth buying it. So we visit the shipyard, as we are allowed to, because of our special ability here, we only have to pay 1 for this ship modification. Now we are allowed to have 4 cargo cards on our ship, which is of course great. Then we will visit the, or maybe we also go for, no, I think we again will pay 3 to gain, really doesn't matter. I think this chain shot here might come in handy when going after merchants. And of course we will visit the tavern to get some more people. So let's roll for our leadership to see if the... cool, that's a success. So we gain our new crew for free, so we are completely up at 3, but I think of course we can go for the storage room here to 4 because our special ship modification here. So this is perfect. I think that's more or less it. No, I don't want to buy something, or maybe I do. Yeah, maybe I show you the buying mechanism now. I think this is a good time to do so, because right now we have more than enough storage capacity, and really maybe we can do a good bargain later on. So let's show you the buying mechanism of Merchants and Marauders. Buying is also relatively easy. We draw 6 cards. 3, let's make it this way. 4, 5, and 6. We would have to discard any cargo card we would draw here that is demanded in the city and draw something new. So normally the base price for buying a good would be 3. When there is an offer higher than just 1, the price decreases. So for if there are 2 goods of the same kind, the price is reduced to 2 per cargo unit. And if it would be 3 or more, then the price would be reduced to 1 per cargo unit. In this case we have 2 rum and 2 wood. Right now we only have 2 storage deposits left, and really the price isn't that good, and I would rather go for doing some raiding. I think I won't buy anything. I would have bought something maybe if the price would be lower, but in this case it's not really a good choice, I think. So we would now could pay that now, whatever, for these 2 rum, for example. We would pay then 4, put it in our cargo storage, in our cargo hold, and would be allowed then to take that with us and sell somewhere else for 3 per cargo card. Okay, but we are not going to do that because our idea was to go for a 3rd tobacco card here. So I think in our next turn, because this was our last action in this turn, we will go for this merchant token here. See what this is. Hopefully something we can engage, and also are lucky enough to gain a tobacco. And then with this tobacco we could sail then to San Juan and sell all 3 tobacco to San Juan, and then we really gain our first glory point, which would be nice. Yeah, I think that more or less concludes it. I think one thing we have to still do, we have now, because we gave back or exchanged our ship, we have to remove our ship modifications, though they will be go back into play, and I really will put them somewhere else. So one goes to St. Martin and one goes to St. John, not in the region where we are. I think this would not be cool enough. Hopefully that is the right mechanism. I cannot really remember now, but it makes sense. And this really concludes our turn. I think for the last action we will roll for the game to see if the glory drag advances or not. So let's roll with our d20. And that's a 4. We are lucky again. So still the glory drag is still relatively high, but not that high. So it hasn't moved now for 2 turns, which is good. And really, if we are lucky and can engage this merchant here and find some tobacco and really maybe also some gold there, we might really be getting some glory points here. So I think this was really a tense episode today. So I showed you the buying mechanism. We had a good fight, a very good fight. Have a new ship now, a frigate, which is pretty cool. And I think I will close my session for today. I will do everything I need and yeah, bring it to my YouTube channel for you to watch it. Okay, hope to see you soon in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed it, and bye bye.